Good morning folks, I'm in Newcastle this morning, having just stepped off the overnight ferry from Amsterdam, and I've got a few hours to kill before my train leaves. So I thought, why not take this opportunity to go for a wander around town, make a little vlog. But the problem is, I don't really know this area very well. In fact, the only three things I know are St James's Park, the Tyne Bridge and the Angel of the North. So I've hatched this little plan to try and walk between the three of them. I don't even know if that's possible, but if you'd like to join me to find out, let's go. So here we are, starting right up the top of town at St James's Park. It's a big beast of a stadium, isn't it? Capacity of about 50,000 and one of the best atmospheres in British football. And just walking down the side of this stand in what I thought was quite a modern football stadium, we're seeing all that brutalist architecture that I keep banging on about. Man, I've got to admit it, I love that. We'll just walk around the front of the stadium now and into the sun. I'm so glad we've got a nice day for it, but boy is it windy. I just hope the clips will be okay because we're going to some pretty exposed places. Like I say, St James's is high above the city, and I've got it in my memory that from this concourse you got a nice view over the whole of the city and down towards the river. I might just be making that up though, but it could be all these modern buildings that are in the way now. There's the club shop. Let's pop in and have a look at everything black and white. Oh, look at this strip. Aye, so I guess it'd be fair to say that football's a bit of a religion in these parts, so I guess you could say this is Newcastle Cathedral. So that's one of three places ticked off already. We're doing all right. Well, actually, no. We've got a long way to go. Right, the next thing we've got to find is the Tyne Bridge, and more importantly, whether we can actually walk across it. But if we can't, we'll find another way across the River Tyne, and we'll just take some photos. Look at this, I'm getting distracted by pubs again. Maybe we can do a wee pub tour in Newcastle, eh? Up behind me here, this is the real Newcastle Cathedral, and I was just speaking to some very friendly locals and they were giving me some directions to get to the Tyne Bridge and then onwards to the Angel of the North, and they were saying it's pretty much just a straight road. A very long straight road, but even I shouldn't get lost. Oh, and in fact they've just gone into the cafe there. They said it's one of the best places in town, so there's some good local advice for you. But me, I've not got time to stop. Hey, look at that. Okay, I'll admit it, I didn't even know that Newcastle actually had a castle. And it's not always thought of as like the bonniest city in the world, but I tell you what, it's got its places. So here we are stepping out to cross the Tyne Bridge, the famous bridge that connects Newcastle with Gateshead, and designed by the same engineers who would go on to design the Forth Road Bridge. Apologies in advance, it could be about to get very windy. Look how beautiful it is there with all the old rooftops and chimneys. And look down behind me, I've just spotted an old swing bridge, which I must admit, I think that's cooler than the bridge that I'm on. In fact, it'll even have better views of the Tyne Bridge, so maybe we should go down there as well. I didn't expect the pavement to be right next to the road like this. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Well, I've got to admit that was pretty awesome, but now we're in Gateshead, the hard work begins. So here we are, tucked away from the wind, right in the middle of the old swing bridge, built in 1861. So when a ship's approaching, the bridge will turn 90 degrees to let it through, and then it'll continue to turn the full 180 degrees in only 6 minutes. I'd love to see that. And what an amazing view you've got from here. And the thing I've just noticed about the Tyne Bridge is all the lampposts. They're so cool. I tell you what, this famous river's got some incredible bridges going across it. I think I can count 7 from here. And I've just realised the one next to us, which is the main railway bridge that would take you all the way down to London, it's got a lower level and there's buses and cars, and I think I can see people there as well. I didn't realise you could walk across that. And you can just about spot Newcastle Castle up there. We definitely need to expand the pub tour, by the way. Look at this place, the Central Bar. There's some beautiful buildings over this way, but look at this one with a fancy clock out the front, but I think it's just lying empty. All we've got left now between us and completion of today's mission is 5.5 kilometres walk straight ahead, and that'll take us to the Angel of the North. Now, I hope that when we get there, there's a taxi or a bus or a train or something to bring us back, because I don't fancy doing that walk again. Absolutely love how friendly everyone is here. Just after I'd finished that last wee bit to camera, a guy came up to me and he's like, "Oh, so when you're coming back from the Angel of the North, just jump on the 21 bus." Or did he say the 61 bus? I've forgotten already, but there's a bus that'll bring me back. Although this could be quite an uninspiring walk. To be honest, I kind of had the feeling the walk would be like this, but I promised myself I would do it. And I had a big breakfast as well, so I've got to burn those calories somehow. Now there might be those of you who think I've cheated and got the bus, but no. If only you knew how much time I've got to waste before my train, and it was either this or like a shopping mall or something. And you don't know how much I hate shopping malls. This, however, is the bus I'll be getting back, the 21. I was right the first time. Oh, we're getting there, folks. When you start to see businesses branded Angel, we must be close. The Angel Fish Bar. So there we go, folks, we've made it to the Angel of the North, an Anthony Gormley sculpture that stands 20 metres high, and that wingspan, that's longer than a Boeing 757, and it's seen by millions of people as they pass on the train or on the motorway, but it's only the very few idiots like myself that actually walk to it. And as we look at his backside, I believe Anthony Gormley based this statue on his own body. And I'm guessing because this is an angel at the foot of the statue in the trees, people have started paying tribute to their own little angels. And look, it's nice to see that the traffic's so bad that all these lovely people get a nice long view of the angel. And if you walk to the Angel of the North often enough, you too will have calves of steel like this. So that's us all done, folks. I'll now try and find that 21 bus back to Newcastle and then get my train back to Montrose on my own bed tonight. It's been a tiring couple of days filming, but it's also been so much fun. And thank you so much for joining me today. See you next time. Bye bye. Hi there, can I have a single to Eldon Square, please? Busy bus.
This is the Angel 21 service to Newcastle.